minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. I'm it. Squad. 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 I'm it. Squad.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Bears going up against the Cardinals.
Thank you, Larry. It hosted Super Bowls 42 and 49. And it's University of Phoenix Stadium. That's where we're at in Glendale, Arizona. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Slot man moves right. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
As a DN, when you play the run, you don't always have to make the tackle. Just have to use the right technique to make sure the play goes where you want it to. And in this case, did an excellent job stringing this one out and making the tackle at the end of it.
And for a loss. Second down, Cousins underneath for Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. They find some open field here. David Johnson on his way. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll run with Mack. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Second down following the run. To throw is Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Gerald McCoy in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. To throw, Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Brad Nordman now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Running with Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Wilson. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Wilson. Forced out to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They run with Howard. And now Howard stripped. He lost the football. and they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And he'll bang that one through. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They begin the drive with Johnson. Oh, the spin. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. And they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. First down. Here's Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. He gets it left side of Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And this is picked up by the Bears. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here tonight. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. This time Wilson will throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On third down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Following the interception, Cousins buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. the first throw for the backup quarterback. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. And Frank's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
And when you don't pick up the necessary yardage in that situation, sometimes it starts to put a little doubt in the play caller's mind about what he's going to run on the next play. Because most of them, they thought they were going to pick it up right then and there. Now they've got to adjust what they're doing, adjust what they're thinking, and maybe they go away from what they originally thought.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. That's complete to Meredith. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Bears are going to get a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now Wilson on second down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there at 22.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big dent.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. On the toss play, Howard, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will extend their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 47-yard line. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. They go play action here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Cousins, his throw incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Cousins to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll try and throw for it here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. After the interception, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now it's Wilson. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's pulled in at the 32. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
A first down throw for Cousins. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a second down throw for Cousins. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. David Johnson denied here on the 4th down run. And the Bears will get the football back. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Kindici in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And, you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Looking to throw. Fowler going right side here, and that's complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Looking to throw on second down. Fowler. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Fowler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Defense showing blitz.
Here we go.
They're going to try and throw. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
To throw again. Fowler. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Wilson now throwing again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On third down, it's Howard, and he's got room. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
That one goes for 24 yards. First and goal here from the 2. He'll run forward to Tariq Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Cousins from the gun on third. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Underneath for Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Steps away to his left. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And an alley to run. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Howard. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, it's Howard. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Cousins now to throw on first down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Cousins now on second down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Cousins on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. A second down throw for Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second down, Cousins. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17. One last shot now for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for...